Hello friends, this is Sandeepan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have learned all the important methods about dictionaries in Python with a lot of examples. Today we are going to discuss about how we can take user input and process them in a great details with examples. Stay with me till the end because today's topic is going to be a really important one and you will be needing this in most of the projects you will do in future. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Most of the applications today are user interactive and all these applications needs to interact with user to get some data, process them and provide some result out of that. For this purpose, developers have to implement some mechanism to take input from user. In Python, we implement this mechanism using the input and raw input function. So let's understand these functions with examples. So the first one is input. In Python 3, we use input function to take inputs from user in our code. This function takes a string as parameter and returns the value entered by the user as string. Let's see it in action. Suppose I want to ask user for its name, take the name and show it to the user. For that, I have to do it like this. Input, inside parenthesis, enter your name. So here, you can give any message to prompt for the input. And the value entered by user can be stored in a variable like this. Now we can print this value. Print name. Let's run it. So you can see it's asking for the name to input with the same message we passed. Let's give the input, for example, Sandipan, and it prints the name as expected. So basically, when we enter the name in the console, the input function converts it to string and returns it to the name variable. And then we are printing the value in the console. So whatever we will enter in the console, it will be returned as a string by the input function. So in case if we want to take an integer value from the user, we have to typecast it. Let's see a simple example. Suppose I want user to input a number, add it by 10 and show the result in the console. Then I have to do it like this. Number equals int and inside parenthesis input and again inside parenthesis enter a number. So here basically I am wrapping the value returned by the input function into the default int function to typecast it into an integer. If you don't have much idea about typecasting, basically all you have to do is just wrap the value with the appropriate function, for example in this case int function. Now we can perform the addition like this: print number plus 10. So let's run it and you can see it's asking for a number. Let me give 20 for example, and the output is 30 as expected. Also, you can check the type of the input value by the inbuilt type function. So pause the video, think about it for some time and try it yourself. So let's see an example. Number equals input inside parenthesis enter a number. Name equals input inside parenthesis enter a name and then print type inside parenthesis number and again print type inside parenthesis name. So for both the values you can see the type is string because as I previously said, input function converts the entered value to string and then returns it. Now let's talk about the raw input function. This function was used in older version of Python like Python 2.x and so, and the purpose and functionality of it is exactly similar to the input function. Now here's another twist. The input function we can use in Python 2 as well, and it behaves differently in Python 2. In Python 2, it doesn't convert the value entered by the user to string. It returns the value in its correct type in which it fits the best. For that, I am using a random online compiler because Python 2 is not installed in my system. So here we can see the types like this: number equals input, and inside parenthesis enter a number, print type inside parenthesis number. So let's run it. Enter a number 1, 2, 3. Again I'm running it, and this time I'm giving a list like this inside square brackets 1, 2, 3. Interesting, right? So that all covers taking user input in Python, but if you missed any of the points out, make sure to rewatch it and it will definitely be clear. But if you still have any doubt, feel free to comment it down below. Hope you find this video helpful. If so, give a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can create more such helpful contents for you. Hope to see you in my next videos. Till then, goodbye.